Hello everyone. I'm going to show you today a little bit of a demo of how Bricks works. Bricks is our new drag and drop visual builder, and I'm going to show you some options and how things work with it. As I told you in other tutorials, Bricks works with paths and pages, and it actually appends or adds the content you use or you add with it to after the content you add on the page, as I'll demonstrate now. So I'll open the page here. Let's see. So it will open a simple page. As you can see, I'm using one of our templates. I'm using Panzella for this demo to show you that it works with any theme, anywhere, anyhow. So as you can see, I have some content. I just added some lorem ipsum, just some text. And if I'm gonna go on the page itself, you'll see it's just a simple page. Nothing fancy, nothing very special. But if I go back and I press the Bricks Builder link here, it's gonna get me to the Bricks Visual Composer thing, and it adds here. As you can see, the elements you're gonna add are gonna be right below the content of the page. I'm gonna show you a little demo of how this works and some elements, how they work and how to use them. Basically, you're gonna, when you install Bricks, you're gonna have something very similar to what I have here, which is just to drop here your element. Your elements are located on the right sidebar. You can access it when you press this button. So I can press it and see I have my elements right here. What I'm gonna do now, I think I'm gonna go and deactivate the sticky menu. It's fiddling with my sidebar. Just a moment. So I'm gonna go to my sticky menu option in my theme. This is not actually for you. I'm doing this just to make sure you can see everything right. So I'm going back to pages. Bricks display. Click the button here, Bricks Builder. We're back. As you can see, I have no sticky menu. It's not going to fiddle my sidebar. So once I press this button, it shows me my blocks. I'm going to talk about them later or in another tutorial. I'm going to close them. I need them right now. So these are elements available that you can use. As I told you before, this is a beta version of the plugin. It might have some bugs, some little things that are not working right. We'd appreciate your feedback, and if you told us what bugs did you find or what issues did you encounter. So the next thing to do, as I'll demonstrate now, is to add a column. Don't try to add an element right inside the container. It's not gonna work. You need to add columns first. So I'm gonna drag this. As you can see, I'm dragging a column. I'm dragging in the container. It says a new row. This means a new row will be created, and inside the row, when I leave the mouse, it's gonna let me choose a column layout. A column layout can be chosen from these, but it's these are not some examples. You can change them and rearrange them later if you want to. So I'm gonna do some basic things. I'm gonna use this layout, I think, and click OK. And as you can see, I have a column here and a column here. Nothing very special and very interesting. I have a row. Each element, row, or column has options. So as you can see, here is the name, the settings, the duplicate button. So you can duplicate a row, a column, or even the element. You have a remove button if you want to remove the row and all its content, or you can save it as a row, and the row as a template. The row template is actually a block, and you can save it here. So basically what you can do is create a block that you want to reuse later, and you can save it in your, like say, favorite blocks. Now, what I'm gonna do now is add a simple image or a logo, let's say. So here is the image element. I'm gonna drag it into the column. It says image there. As you can see, it added a default image. You want to go and click the settings button right here, these cogs. Just click those, it's loading. And you can choose an image, redirect link, position, target for the link, caption to show the caption or not, and you can add radius in pixels or percents, and margins for this image. I'm gonna upload a new image right here. I'm gonna use our logo, it's just a black version of it. I'm gonna just touchsize.com. It's the same in window, and I want a caption, no margins, I'm good at that. As you can see, you can drag this when you click on the header. You can move it around if you want to. I'm gonna click OK. And it will actually add the element right there. As I told you, this is a visual drag and drop builder, so whatever you do, whatever you add is gonna work like instantly. And the end result is gonna look exactly the same as what you're building right here. What I'm gonna do now is add a menu in this part. So this is a menu element. I'm gonna drop it here. As you can see, it got my main menu and added it in this column. I can, as you can see, I can change the column size if I want to. If I want to add a new one, I can just add a new one and slide them. So there we go. The problem is now is that these two are not aligned. What I can do now is add a spacer element. So here we go. It's a bit too much. The default size is 40. I'm gonna add it like 25, I think. As you can see, you can have single line, two lines, or decorative. I'm gonna go like blank space for now. And it's properly aligned now, and it's gonna work great when we resize the browser, because it's gonna have some space between these two columns. Okay, great. Let's move on. I'm gonna show now. I'm gonna add a new column. Like, as you can see, it shows sorting column. This means it's not gonna add a new row. It's just gonna add a new column just below the other two. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna go for a full width column. Press OK. Here is my column. What I'm gonna do now is add a spacer element again. Here we go. Here it is. And I'm gonna leave it 40. It's good right there. And I can add actually a text element. It's going to be interesting to show it to you. So what it does, it adds a lorem ipsum paragraph. This is a default text. You can add whatever you want after you edit it. So you press on the settings button right here, settings, and you can select the text right here. You just add your text directly in the visual editor. What you want to do now is click on the more button. As you can see, you can adjust the font size, the line height, and the font itself. What I will do now is I'm going to use another font. Like, let's say I'll go with something different just for you to see how it works. So there it is. Actually, I'm gonna go with Bodo slab. So there we are. I'm gonna add a little more line height. What I want to do now is actually, this is a demo of bricks, the most interesting visual builder yet. So I can add styles to it, like bold. What I can do with it is Visual Builder, I'm gonna just add italics to it. As you can see, it's just very easy to work with. After you do whatever you want to add to your text, make sure you select some of the text and click the Save button. This will get you back to the the edit mode of the columns, rows, and so on. I'd recommend to save your changes. And that is what I'm gonna do now. So I'm saving it. As you can see, that they have been saved successfully. I can preview the page, and I'll show you a bit later. That is the same thing that was, or it looks on the preview exactly like it looks here. What I'm gonna do now is add an image element right above the text, I think, yes. And I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna see what I have in my library. I'm gonna use this one. Set it. Yes. Perfect. I need a more narrow one. I don't know if I got one, but I'm gonna find one, hopefully. And if I don't, I'm just gonna use something very simple. I'm gonna add this one, just narrow. So there you go. You can see when I added the image, I can actually add the margins for the button right here. So there we go. I'm gonna add a button just below the text. Here is a demo button. I'm gonna customize it. I'm gonna have beautiful button here. I'm gonna make it bigger and more interesting. I'm gonna have a link or whatever you want here. I have a background color. I'm gonna go with green as well. Something greener. I'm gonna go like this is alright. Harder. I'm gonna go with a light green, I think. Okay, that's good. I can add border options. I'm gonna go with the one. I'm gonna add a radius of 25 pixels. And I want margin. Yes, I want some spacing between these two. I'm gonna add 20 and 20. This is great. I can alter the paddings inside, so I'll go with the bigger button. And there we go. Oh, this is strange. Oh, there we go. I hovered. I just found a bug. So I'm gonna save the page, preview it, and as you can see, the colors are the same, and it looks exactly the same as the edit mode. I can do like add a small text right here and make it like a bit more interesting. I'm gonna add color to it as well. I'm gonna select it first. So there we go. Okay. What I want to do now is more line height. I'm gonna use another font, let's say Roboto. Simple Roboto. And click save. It's that simple actually. So basically what you want to do all the time is just edit the settings that you already have. I'm gonna use more on these, like 15, 30. Here we go. Can I make it rounder, like add more round to it, like 35 pixels, and you can see it's more round now. You can add different column options, like we can add a new one and 3 columns, and then just, I don't know, add an icon just inside. Oh, I didn't add in the right place. I'm gonna drag it in the right place, icon. I'm gonna choose another one. I'm gonna add a new color to it, let's say black. I'm gonna make it center, and so on. So this is a small demo of what bricks can do. You can fiddle with it, and feel free to let us know how you feel about it, and let us know the bugs you found, the issues that you found, and we'll make sure it's gonna work great for you and for us. Goodbye.